This conference will now be recorded.
Oh, hello and welcome to Coffee with Dr. Carla. I'm Dr. Carla, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. And you may have heard a little thing like, hey, now this meeting's being recorded. Yep, I'm by myself here, kind of getting ready for May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so today my goal is to kind of usher in May and Mental Health Awareness Month. So, what I wanted to talk to you about today was to be able to share this year's theme. And this year's theme for Mental Health Awareness Month um, is where to start, right? So, this idea that we're living in this world that is forever changing, and a lot of times it bombards us with all sorts of crazy things. You know, sometimes it's happening right in our own home or maybe in our neighborhood, or perhaps it's something more global. But nonetheless, we're being constantly bombarded with all sorts of different things. And it would not be unusual for anyone to feel stressed and maybe start perhaps needing some extra assistance when it comes to their mental health. And so this year, our theme is where to start. And some of the things that are being suggested as ways to, kind of get things rolling, right? Like if you're noticing that you're really stressed, um, just reflect on whatever's happening in your world and taking a look at, um, those things that you actually can control. So, for instance, um, if I'm feeling particularly stressed out, um, I can control how full my schedule is and how I take my breaks. And ideally, that should help reduce my stress. But I can't control whether or not it rains or the traffic is so bad that I end up stuck in traffic for more than usual, or that it's some sort of political thing happened or didn't happen, right? I don't have control over those things. So just being aware of what you can control and what you can't control, and obviously, um, you know, being realistic about, you know, what you can impact and what you can't. Another thing that you can do is uh, like take inventory of your support system. Who in your life can you turn to for support? Perhaps it's um, family, maybe it's a partner, sibling, mother, father, aunts, uncles, whatever. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a coworker, but who are your support systems? And you don't need 100, one or two really good support system really does make the difference. The next thing that you can do is, it's kind of funny, I'm coming to you via social media. But one of the things that you can do is set limits for your technology use. And um, by putting these boundaries in place, then you can reduce I guess, how much is coming at you, right? So if I'm constantly watching TV and watching the news, then I'm being bombarded constantly with, bad news or things that are happening in this world. If I reduce my news time, then that impact gets reduced. Um, and I understand that you don't want to be completely oblivious to what's happening in the world around you, but there are ways of taking it in small little bite-sized pieces instead of like gulping it down in these large doses. Um, change what you can, of course. Um, Finding that support system, setting boundaries when it comes to tech, and then the last thing would be healthy coping techniques, right? Um, so I use the example that I recognize that one thing I can change is how much I put on my plate. Well, healthy coping mechanisms would say, hey, I got to make sure that I do, for me, something creative every day My soul, my being needs to have that. And when I kind of push it aside to fill one more appointment or do one more thing, I pay the price. It's that good. And then the people I'm interacting with don't get the best me. And so to understand what those coping mechanisms are and putting those things in place, it's really crucial. So again, you're starting to feel stress. You're like, oh my gosh, what should I do? Where should I start? I would definitely do an inventory of your support system, see what tech limits or boundaries you need to put in place, change what you can. Obviously, the things you can't change, you're going to have to just let go. And then, of course, making sure to not only develop, but also continue and maintain good coping skills. So, hopefully, this helps as we uh, ring in today, May 1st, for the first day of Mental Health Awareness Month. And yeah, I'll be coming to you the rest of this month with a few more tips to highlight the agenda that's, being carried out during this special month. One last quick thing. There's a challenge to wear green. I always dye my hair green for May, for Mental Health Awareness Month, so I'm constantly in green because that's the color that represents Mental Health Awareness Month. And so, I challenge you, what can you do to put a little green into your life during the month of May? So remember, you can change your thoughts, discover your potential, and transform your life by focusing on your overall well-being. So until next time, continue being the best you possible. Bye.